In a shocking turn of events, the allure of trendy vampire facials led to a devastating outcome in New Mexico. Unlicensed and unregulated, a spa's reckless procedure left not one, not two, but 3 women grappling with HIV infections. This unprecedented incident not only rattled the community but also highlighted the perilous consequences of unproven cosmetic procedures and practices. Stay tuned as we delve into this harrowing tale, shedding light on the dangers lurking beneath the surface of beauty trends. Hi, my name is Chaz. Welcome to the channel. There was a report, I believe in 2021 or 2023, that pretty much stunned a lot of people, detailing a horrifying cluster of HIV infections linked to an unlicensed spa in New Mexico. I mean, despite being shut down in September of 2018, state health officials were still unraveling the aftermath of this nightmare. Today, a new investigation report has emerged, and it's revealing the dark depths of this unprecedented outbreak. 5 people, unsuspecting spa. 5. Okay, originally it was 3 back in 2018, but now they have found more. Okay, 5 people, unsuspecting spa clients seeking beauty treatments, found themselves grappling with HIV infections. The investigation delved into the heart of the matter, forcing authorities obviously to contact and test nearly 200 other spa clients, painting a pretty much broad picture of uncertainty. This story began with a woman aged between 40 or 50 around there, who received a devastating diagnosis during her summer travels in 2018, a stage 1 acute HIV infection. What's crazy is, what baffles experts all around was that her lack of known risk factors, no drug use, no blood transfusions, and even a negative test for her only recent sexual partners. But one ominous link emerged: the vampire facial she underwent at a VIP spa in Albuquerque. This facility, lacking a license and basic hygiene protocols, was a breeding ground for disaster. Unwrapped syringes strewed about, unlabeled blood tubes next to food in the kitchen, and even reused equipment. Like the nastiest of the nasties. That all painted a picture for neglect and danger. You can't just, a facility like that has to be up to the utmost cleanest. You have to treat that as if it is a hospital. You're working on people's bodies. And it's crazy that even celebrities like Gwyneth Paltrow and Kim Kardashian had endorsed this procedure. Now as the CDC unveils the chilling details, the world is left grappling with the consequences of unchecked beauty trends now. Don't get me wrong, justice did come. Of course, justice descended upon the VIP spa as it was shut down, leaving behind a trail of devastation for Maria de Lourdes Ramos de Ruiz. That's a very long name. The spa's owner faced the weight of her actions as charge of practicing medicine without a license loomed over her. In a control room drama that gripped the nation, she pleaded guilty to 5 counts and now serves a 3.5-year prison sentence, a stark reminder of consequences of unchecked greed and negligence. But is that really enough time? You're taking someone's life away, right? You're shortening their lifespan, because that's what HIV does. That's what AIDS does. It shortens your lifespan. You have to keep taking medicine here and there. I would know. I've had family members that passed away from that. It's devastating. Sure, technology is better now. We have better medicines, keep you alive a little longer. But to live with that in your mind and your conscience, you have to have some type of sympathy, some type of I fucked up, You have to have that in the back of your mind. Regrets, obviously, is the number one thing. But the nightmare didn't end there. Second victim, another woman in her 40s or 50s, joined the tragic tale. Her summer indulgence in a vampire facial at a VIP spa led to a horror diagnosis in early 2019, and unfortunately an HIV infection at stage 1. As investigators raced against time, they encountered a language barrier, with most clients speaking Spanish as their first language. I mean, to me, the barriers should have never been there in the first part. I mean, if you have someone there bilingual, why not try it, you know? But, you know, certain places don't have that, and obviously Albuquerque or New Mexico, I would assume, would have bilingual staffers, but not, according to this, not really. The echoes of tragedy definitely resounded in the fall of 2021 when 2 more cases emerged, adding fuel to the fire of scrutiny surrounding cosmetic practices now. The relentless pursuit of justice and accountability continues as the fallout from this haunting saga unfolds. You have to think about that. Like, it's ongoing. And this is 2021. Can you just imagine right now if they find more cases? This all happened within the 2018 span. And plus, they continued to have more clients, which was even worse for them, to be quite honest. Then to top it off, in 2021, 2 more cases came out in that same exact year, totaling of 4 complete new cases in 2021. Bound together by tragedy and a deadly infection, a woman lured by promises of beauty underwent 3 vampire facials at the ill-fated spa in 2018, only to find herself and her partner entangled in the clutches of a stage 3 HIV infection, signaling the grim onset of AIDS. And it sucks because that's, if they would have known, they would have treated, like, you have to think about it. You're going to these spas, you're not thinking nothing of it. You only have one sexual partner. You're going about your day, and then you start getting sick. You start feeling ill and more ill. And then you're just like, you know what? Then your partner is getting sick. You're looking at each other like you're losing weight. You're just there in bed, not wanting to get up. And you're trying to figure out what's going on. You know, like, what is doing this to my body? And then you go to the doctors. Finally, probably after a year or 2, maybe 3. Once you go there, you hit with this news. How would you feel in that situation? And it's not just one person you're affecting, it's multiple people. Say, for instance, that the person that doesn't have a partner catches it, and they go about knowing in their life they never had it, pass it on to another sexual partner, and the trend goes forward. They don't know they have it. It makes it worse for every situation that you may put yourself in. Not knowing. The severity of their condition hinted at a grim reality. They had been infected long before the spa treatments. It's shattering any illusion of safety or innocence, you know? Further investigation revealed startling details, though. The woman had tested positive for HIV in 2016, which is a haunting truth buried in medical records, never brought to her attention. So then there's that, okay? That's a major twist upon everything else. She never knew she had AIDS or HIV. She didn't know she was HIV positive. She had tested positive originally in 2016, but went into the spa in 2018, and, well, you know the story now. But the doctors themselves messed up for her part. They didn't let her know that she was HIV positive. Those truths definitely get buried inside medical records, and they were never brought to her attention, which, oh my God, if ever faced by something like that, sue the hell out of that damn place. Health officials reopened the investigation in 2023, uncovering yet another victim. A woman in her 40s, like so many before her, had sought the allure of a vampire facial in 2018, but the consequences were catastrophic. A stage 3 infection and a harrowing battle with AIDS, defining illness that landed her in the unforgiving gripe of hospitalizations. More hospitals after that. It irritates me a lot of times, because especially in stories like this, because it hits home as well, you know? my father and my uncle passed away from HIV/AIDS. You know, they contracted HIV and the big AIDS. So it definitely hits a lot of nerves when it comes to like malpractices and stuff. That's why I always stay safe. I always like to keep myself protected and everything else, because you never know. And especially with cases like this, you want to always be safe. As much as you feel like you are clean and you feel like you are doing everything right, and you go and take care of your body, you know, you want to go ahead and go into a spa. And then 2 years later, from that same very spa that you just decided to go in and feel good about yourself, it ended up killing you at the end. How would anyone feel after that, you know? But it definitely took everything by surprise, right? The viral genetic sequences revealed a chilling connection to everything. The infections of the 5 victims were closely intertwined, and yet amidst the grim reality of unsanitary conditions and contaminations at the spa, investigators found themselves at an impasse, unable to trace the exact path of the infection within its walls. A staggering 198 spa clients underwent HIV testing between 2018 and 2023, highlighting the scale of fear and uncertainty that griped the community. The lack of comprehensive client records posed a monumental challenge, and it was forcing investigators into a relentless pursuit of truth through large-scale outreach efforts. When the investigators acknowledged the hurdles faced to uncover the potential sources of HIV transmissions, especially among individuals with no known risk factors, the quest for answers continues, echoing the haunting refrain of unanswered questions and the urgent call for vigilance in the face of silent threats. And that's what this is. To me, it is a silent threat. Deadly without knowing. Stay safe, everyone. Truly, stay safe. And until we see each other again, we are done. Finito. Out of here. Bye.